across a great millstone. GMX. Get out here and get some scriptures, different breakdowns, topics, and the like. Let me see. Double on this already. Yeah, double on sales, Apostle Great Millstone. If you might be want to teach well, let's get into these topics, scriptures, articles, and the like. First thing I had on my mind, because it's pretty much just kind of at home, lining things up. Proverbs. Chapter 16. All the ways of a man, I might even start from the top. The preparation of the heart of man into the tongue, it's in the Lord. Right? So you see all these different events going on in the world. I'm really thinking hot topic that's going on right now with Trump and Zelensky, right? And also certain brothers say that it was a setup. And like I remember watching Apostle Hart. He said that it was Lord. Speaking through Zelensky when he said that, man. He said that, hey, America is going to feel it too, from Russia, right? Because Trump is kind of throwing him and this and that, right? Which Trump is in the right. It's a complicated situation. We're going to get into that later on, right? All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but Lord weigheth the spirits, right? Because, we're servants. We're at the bottom here in the society, right? In Babylon the Great, which is known as America today, right? But the society thinks of itself as being perfect and clean, right? But the Most High weighs the spirits, right? He knows that those that rule society are really wicked. To make thy works unto the Lord, that thou shalt be established. Right? The Lord is going to work with us in these days coming up. A lot of our people are going to be put to these concentration camps. Like a number, right? But the Lord is going to establish our thoughts and our ways, man, so that we move right. Moving on down, verse 4, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil, man. We know the wicked, man. I'm talking about the wicked of our people, but pertain to Malachi 1 and 4, the wicked are the Edomites, man, the nation of Esau, right? And all the different tribes and different nations, under them, under Esau, under Edom, right? And they're the ones that are ruling this place today. That's why, spiritually, America is also known as Basra, right? And, when you go into Jeremiah 50, they talked about Babylon, but Jeremiah 51 is talking about Esau, Edom, right? Because the ones that will be ruling this new Babylon will be Edomites, right? Everyone that's proud in heart is abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be punished. Exactly. Everyone proud in heart is abomination to the Lord. Right? Though hand join in hand, they shall not go unpunished. Right? Usually, the ones that run the society, they're not going to go unpunished. These Edomites are not going to go unpunished. The things that they've done against the nations on this side, right? Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Northern Kingdom, right? You know, all of us, man. They've done evil against all the tribes you see on the side. Now look at the state of our people, man. You know, the way we live, you know, and how they have all our wealth, you know. It's a different history. You know? We can go on. Second Peter chapter 3. It's part of the work. We're gonna come up and talk This book of Second Peter chapter 3, verse 5. Right? That's our verse 6. Whereby the old world that then was be overflow of water perished, which is the first death, the flood, the Noah. But the heavens and earth, which are now by the same word are kept in store, reserved to fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Right? So those, you know, things have to move on a certain time scale, right? But this place is being reserved for that final day, for World War III. You know, it's going to take time, and a certain measure of wickedness and events have to play out on earth. You know? Right? Let's see. Beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day with the Lord is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Right? So with the Lord, right, 1,000 years is as one day. Right? And that's just the way, you know, it works with the Heavenly Father. You know, one day with Him is 1,000 years. Time moves differently. And so, you know, the lifespan of man, according to the Apocrypha, is now at maximum about 100 years. Right? That's only 1/10 of the day unto the Lord. This goes to show what sin has done to us. The Lord is not slack concerning His promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to us word, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. Right? So Messiah is just gonna ditch us out and leave us in the corner and just die like that. You know? He's not gonna just ditch us and abandon us like that. Some of us are gonna have to sacrifice our lives. You know, but that's something that you should, you know, you should already know before coming into this day. You got to stake your life on this day, you know, like, you know, apostles and disciples did back then, right? Because you had, what is it? The amphitheater. I think they call it the Flavian amphitheater. The Flavian amphitheater. You had that go down. A lot of our people, well, it's not exactly confirmed, but it's believed that our people were executed there. And when you look into the history of the Flavian amphitheater, going back to the Flavian dynasty, you know, part of their tradition of their showings was that they had gladiatorial combat. I believe it was last, but before then they had public executions. Right? And who do you think was being used for public executions? Our people. Right, so we can go into this article that I found because I was doing some digging. Right, it's from CNN.com. At crossroads in history, Europe seeks to take control of Ukraine negotiations at pivotal London summit. The West is at a crossroads in history. Britain's Prime Minister Keir Starmer told European leaders at a pivotal summit in London on Sunday. Right, which is today, right, updated Sunday, March 2nd. As the continent sought to wrest control of negotiations over the Russia-Ukraine war away from the U.S. and present a united front amid a meltdown in relations between Kiev and Washington. Right, so everyone saw, you know you brothers out there, your dudes out here watching. You probably heard about it already. Trump kicking Zelensky out of the White House or out of the Oval Office. I've never heard of that happening before in all of American history. You know, something like that going down, right? It only shows you that, you know, global tensions are high, right? And throughout the conversation, You know, you heard Trump saying that, hey, you're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. So World War III is a topic that's coming out more and more in the news and in the public. Right now, it's being accepted that that's a very real possibility, and that World War III can happen real soon. Right? It's not something that's America's going to continue on forever and ever. If you're paying attention, you know that it's very possible to come down. Right? So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 1. The word the Lord spake against Babylon, right, and against the land of Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations and publish, set up a standard and publish and conceal not. Right? And that standard is these scriptures, man. That's what we're standing up, And we go into it. It was like a standard, it's like a flag, And you go into it, see here. Standard, because it'll break it down for you if you look. Yeah, banner. What is a banner? What are we holding forth when we come out here? It's these scriptures. So let's go ahead and get that in the blue letter, Pastor can get a little more out of it. So I wanted the blue letter H5221. So like ensign, signal, something lifted up, pole, banner, sign, sail, rallying point, right? Flag, the sail, standard, rallying point, right? Flag only for fleeing, standard, pole, supporting signal, right? Ensign, warning, token, a token to be seen afar off, column, right? Right? So something to be shown, something to be seen, a warning, a sign, token, right? And what is that thing that we're showing? We're showing these scriptures, man. We're coming out here, we got our scriptures out, we're teaching week in and week out, speaking against this place, right? And what are we to say? Right? Right? Declare you among the nations and publish, set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken, Bells confounded, Merodach is broken to pieces. Her idols are confounded, her images are broken to pieces. Her images, Merodach, these different idols. Today those are your celebrities. Right? They got all kinds of different, things where they have celebrities out here, they post them and show them. They're like the new gods, new idols. They're literally called idols, idolizing. You don't have idols like you had in ancient Babylon. The idols are the people. Which all goes back to that Satanism. Right? Verse 3. Right? If out of the north shall come a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein, they shall remove, and they shall depart, both man and beast. Right? And that land in the north is talking about Russia. Right? Now Russia is not north of the United States, but Russia is to the east and also to the north. So, it is north in the way. It's further up to the right. All the way in the eastern hemisphere. It's northern eastern hemisphere. Right? Big chunk of land. We have China out to the right, the far east, right? But Russia is going to be the nation that's going to be the end of this place, right? So, even though there's breakdowns between Kiev and Washington, right, Zelensky's actually right in a way. He said that, hey, America's going to feel it next, right? Talking about, he's saying, you're going to feel manipulated, but really, he's talking about that. I think he really meant to say, it was kind of like he was walking back his words, that America's going to get attacked and deal with incursions by Russia next, right? And they're gonna have to, know what it feels like to have the pressure be on them, right? This place, the city of unwalled villages, the people who dwell without king, right? So it's the book of Jeremiah 38 and 1. The word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, man of Magog, chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him. Right? Brothers went into it. I'm gonna look it up for myself. But Russia actually goes to a Hebrew word, Ra'ashia, which I believe means like he is first or first crowned or something like that. I know Ra'ash goes to head, right? Thus saith the Lord God, by Yahweh, well, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, right? Meshach, Moscow, Tubal, Tobolsk, right? And I'll turn thee back and put thee to thy jaws, and I'll bring thee forth and all thy horses, horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shield, all of them handling swords, right? And this is a future prophecy, right? Like it was a god and god back then, right? I believe it was Japheth. But that's not talking about them. This is talking about Russia now, right? Attacking Babylon, leaving it desolate, right? It's going into Russia, right? Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, all of them were shielded and helmet, right? All of Russia's allies, right? Gomer and all his bands in the house of Torgama in Turkey, the north quarters, with all his bands and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them, right? A guard or a leader, right? So that's what's going to happen. Russia's going to bring all of his allies down during World War III, and they're going to attack this place, the ICBMs, right? And wage, wreak havoc on this place, along with NATO and the EU, as we're going to get into, right? Verse 10, right? Thus saith the Lord God, shall come to pass at the same time shall things come into thy mind, thou shalt think an evil thought. Thou shalt say, I'll go to the land of unwalled villages, I'll go to them that are breasted dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, having neither bars nor gates. Right? Because in America, all you need, you don't really need to have a passport to travel from, state to state, right? Like there's no different interstate passports. It's not a New York passport and then a Boston, like a Massachusetts passport. You just have the one passport. Well, I mean, you do need it, you need America, right? To take a spoil and to take a prey, and to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations that have got cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land, right? Sheba and Tarshish, and with all long lines of shall say unto thee, art thou come to take a spoil, as thou God thy come to take a prey, to gather away silver and gold, take away cattle and spoil, right? Sheba the dead and the merchants of Tarshish, right? All the nations that do business with Tarshish of Spain, right? They're gonna say, hey, you really coming up against this place, coming up against America, and they're gonna join in at that last, at that moment. They say, yeah, and they're gonna hop in, right? And wreak havoc on this place, and destroy it, and burn it with fire, right? This is good. Go down, right? Let's go further on, right? Ezekiel 39 and 1. Therefore, son of man, prophesy against God. Thus saith the Lord power, well, I am against you, O God, chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I'll turn thee back and leave with the sixth part of thee, and I'll cause thee to come up from the north parts, and will bring thee upon the mountains of Israel. Right, so you're going to take, a certain piece of the army, 1/6 of it, one part of it, and come down and actually attack Israel, right, and destroy it, purify the land, right, for us to come down and take it over later, really. Right, they're thinking, oh, we're just going to destroy it, and then they're going to have the leadership over the world next. Right, but the land of Israel now is parted amongst the heathen, right, that land is going to be looped, right, and purified so that we can come in and take it down later, right. I'll smite thy bow at left hand, and will cause thy arrows to fall out of thy left hand, thou shalt fall upon the mountains of Israel, thou and thy bands, and the people that is with thee, and I will give you unto the ravens, birds, and every sort, unto the beasts of the field to be devoured. Thou shalt fall upon the open field, for I have spoken it, saith the Lord. Right? Because the Lord is going to hit that place too. Right? Have that place get nuked. Right? Because pertaining to Psalms, these nations, after Yahushua comes down, they thinking that they're gonna rule. Right? Let's see here. Let's see if I can just a little, I'll go into it more. Okay, so moving on, right? Verse 6, and I'll send a fire on Magog and among them that dwell carelessly in the isles, and they shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh, right? So Russia is going to be hit too. Russia's going to get hit, right? They're attacked by World War III. They're actually going to attack the land of Israel, right? So that we can come down to that land later, in due time, and have it built. Which is when you get into Ezekiel 39, that's really what it's getting into, right? So that was that. This is the book of Revelation, because when you go into the article, pretty much Britain said that the time has come pretty much for America, like America is no longer going to be the leader of the free world, right? So what are they trying to say? They're going to take America off its high horse, but hey, America was prophesied to be that nation, to be that golden city, right? Even though they'll say whatever, right? America is still what it is. It's Babylon the Great. That's not going to change prophecy because of some things that they have said, right? This is the book of Revelation chapter 17, verse 12, right? Yeah, I'll go to 12. And 10 horns shall see the 10 kings which received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Right, and that's NATO and the EU, right? Not our, that's for a certain time, man. And they're here with America. They don't have no kingdom, like they have their little lands, but they pretty much sacrificed their own individual sovereignty to be a part of the group, right? That's how World War I was started. Pretty much they had all these alliances. They have the League of Nations here. I think that happened after World War I. Because I think the League of Nations later became NATO, and I think the EU came after that with like the Commerce Committee or something, European Commerce Committee, right? These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast, right? Because they get with them. So now if anyone attacks a NATO nation, like that's World War III off rip, right? So that's why you have Trump saying what he said, like, hey, I'm not going to send troops over there on the ground, like boots on the ground like that, because if I do that, that's World War III. And he said a couple times that Zelensky is gambling with World War III, right? Verse 14, he shall make war with the Lamb, right? And the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of Lords and King of Kings, and they are with them are called and chosen and faithful, right? Absolutely, man. The Lamb is going to take him over, take him down, man. He's going to have that many crowns on his head, right? Symbolizing all the nations. That's Yahushua, man, right? Yahushua Hamashiach, the anointed one. He's going to come down, and he's going to, when you read Second Esdras, I believe it's 13, because I know 14 is going into Roman Empire, and like the different leaders. But when you go into 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, it talks about how Yahushua is going to come upon a mountain that's, was hewn without hands, right? A floating mountain, so to speak, right? But it's not a mountain, it's a chariot. It's just Ezra using what he knows to kind of try to describe what he's seeing, right? They didn't know, they didn't have the words that we have now, right? Verse 15, right? He saith unto me, the waters shall soft for the horse saith, our peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues, and 10 horns thou sawest upon the beast, he shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. Right? So these NATO and EU nations are going to launch nukes on this place, right, and blow it up. They're going to betray America, like we read in Ezekiel, the Mercer Tarshish and Dedan and Sheba, these nations that do business with Spain, right? These EU nations, these NATO nations, they gonna turn their back on America. And this is what we're seeing things kind of start to play out. Right? First, America booted and pushed, EU and Europe out of the conversation. Now they're pushing themselves back in. Right? This is Satan against Satan. How can his kingdom stand? Right? And it's not going to stand. Right? So, let's see here. Ezekiel 39. I think I'm going to skip all the way down to 2nd Esdras. We'll go touch on 2nd Esdras and start trying to get to the point here. Chapter 15. Just give me a second. Because that's the big topic. I was watching the elders and they were talking about this too. Elder Apostle Har, Elder Apostle Kabar, and Bishop Sakaran was behind the camera. They were going into, not to the scripture, but they were going into this topic I'm going into right now. Right? So this is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 38. The strong wind shall rise from the east and shall open it, and the cloud which he raised up in wrath, and the stars stirred, because towards the east and the west wind shall be destroyed. Right? So these eastern nations are going to come down in World War III and will fight against America. Right? The great and mighty cloud shall be lifted up full of wrath, and the star, that they may make all the earth afraid, and them that dwell therein, and they shall pour out every high and eminent place all over the star. Right? And those clouds and the stars are going into the different technologies. Right? Verse 41, fire and hail and flying swords, which are missiles, right? Missiles different kind, ballistic and the like, nuclear, right? And many waters, that all fields may be full, and all rivers with abundance of great waters. And they shall break down the cities and walls, and mountains and hills, and trees of wood, and grass and meadows, and their corn. And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon, and shall make her afraid. Right? So all these nations are going to come down upon Babylon, right? Babylon the Great, which is America, right? Mystery Babylon, because for a moment it was a mystery, but through our elders, it's not a mystery no more. We know the scriptures. We can go, how this other the eighth, other seven, so on and so forth. Right? We can go into all these things. The beast that was, but it's not, but yet is. The little horn in Daniel, the 7th chapter. Not in the 8th. The 8th is talking about Antiochus the 4th Epiphanes. That's another layer of history. That's going into things back then. Right? Verse 44, they shall come unto her and beseech her, the star and all wrath shall they pour out upon her. They shall thus the smoke go up into heaven, and all they that be about her shall let us pass. Right? Verse 44, they shall come unto her, come to her, and beseech her, the star and all wrath, right? after they pour out upon her, then shall the dust and smoke go up into heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her. Right? So Babylon back then, right, which is around, the Tigris and Euphrates, right? You can say, oh yeah, there was a fire back then or whatever. You can go into history, but Babylon, yeah, the fall of Babylon came with what? What did it come with? Oh no. The fall of Babylon actually wasn't even due to a battle. They just walked in and took it, if I remember correctly. That's in Daniel, right? And it wasn't even Cyrus himself. He sent his Median general down to take over the city, right? So it's not talking about that. This is a new Babylon, right? And this Babylon here is going to be taken down with fire, right? And that's just going to be the end of it, right? So I'm with that. I'm going to say Kawai Moyo Bashim 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 Bashim. Right? To the next one, I say Shalom.